All right, hello everyone. Here we are at home base. Here's the island. So just give you a quick look around so you can see the reference point. Here's the couple islands that we hope to build on later. Here's our guardian farm. We have villager spawner, a bunch of empty sky which will be filled up with some structures in the future. And we have also some cliff faces over in this direction. And we are going to start by doing some terraforming of our home base. We're going to clear all of these blocks to make it flush with the water. And then when we have this nice flat island, it'll kind of give us a little bit better view of the exact shape. And then, as time goes on, we'll continue to think and kind of decide what we want to go with and what we want to build our home base up from this island, and I'm really excited about it. Well, without further ado, let's hop to and start taking down these blocks. All right, now look at our nice, pretty clean island with nice, neat rows of torches. I know I could keep them. I could probably do half as many torches, but I tend to go a little crazy with the torches because you know what? When it comes to mobs not spawning, I like it when they're not spawning. As most people who've played Minecraft for a couple years, they know how much damage a wonderful creeper can do when they sneak up behind you. Um, I think one of the next projects we're going to have to do soon is kind of put together a storage area so I can combine all of these chests. I got chests like everywhere and all over the map, as I'm sure you saw during the server tour. So what we're gonna do next is, oh, and then let me show you this right here. Is a couple little chickens that my friend had stocked up. So what I did is I just put a little couple hoppers right there, hooked them up to some chests. So I'm gonna collect all the eggs, and then maybe a little bit later for a source of food, I'll just make an automated uh, cooked chicken farm. So, but in the meantime, we are going to move right into our next project, which is going to be making a slime farm. So, I have uploaded my seed to a biome finder, or to a slime chunk finder, and I found conveniently some slime chunks perfectly right next to our base. Now this is kind of interesting. So I'm down here at about Y40, so this is where the slime starts spawning, but the actual chunks are in the ocean. So let's see, I'm going to do F3 and G, which bring up the chunk screen so you can see the chunks, which is very helpful when you're doing things such as this. And I've already marked the two chunks with these floating pieces of dirt in the middle of the ocean. So what I'm gonna do is turn both of these chunks into the slime farm. So I'm thinking doing just like the typical slime farm, digging down to the bedrock and then doing a couple things, or digging around the edges of it, putting some water sources in the bottom that lead all the slime into some cactus. So you can see my breath is getting pretty low here, so I'm gonna walk over. In case you didn't know, you just refill your breath with a little torch, makes a little air pocket. It's always wonderful. Um, so what I think I'm gonna do is I'm going to start with some dirt and some sand. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fill up. Let's see here, and this is Y. Let's see here. This is Y40 right here. So I think maybe we're gonna go up like one or two, and we're gonna fill it with dirt and kind of cover our heads, and then maybe put some sand around the edges, and then kind of fill this in, and then start digging down so we're protected from the water. So we just have this big area all dug out. Uh, and once we kind of get the slime farm up and going for decoration, I think it'd be kind of cool if we did like a little was a put a top onto the slime farm with some green glass or so. Maybe just do like an arched globe, like from over the two chunks that we're gonna be working in. So from like over there to over here. And then if you were in a boat or something or looking down, you could see, or on top of whatever our base is, maybe you could look down and kind of see the lights and the slimes spawning and getting us lots and lots of slime balls. So that's what I'll be doing next, and I'll give an update once I'm well on the way. Alright, so I just started to put in this dirt over here to kind of make our ceiling, to kind of protect us from the water. And as I'm looking at it, you see how much higher it is than the actual ocean floor, the regular ocean floor. I don't kind of like that for end game. You know, this is all finished and we just have like a glass barrier kind of coming out of here and then stopping, and maybe we have like a little viewing area right here. But I don't really care for that. It's gonna be pretty unnatural if we do that. And it's kind of hard to do some terraforming that will make it match because the rest of the ocean floor is deeper than this. So what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna drop the ceiling of our slime farm down to probably just like right here. So I'm just gonna kind of replace the gravel with maybe some dirt so it doesn't fall down, and then we can see our chunks. Yeah, and then I think we'll go from there.
All right. Oh, finally, I have my microphone boom, so I don't have to worry about holding the microphone awkwardly. So hopefully my concentration and focus is a little bit more acute in these next little clips. All right, so what we have here is this is the dirt that we put in to protect our head. You can see all the little droplets dropping from the ocean. And then let's go ahead and let's take a quick look at where we are. So I'm just going to grab a couple of these so we don't go crazy, get our water all over the place. Break that up, look up. All right, so now remember how our last effort was about right here, about 4 or 5 Y higher. So this is definitely more flush. So this will be our top. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put like a green glass kind of cover over this. So when you're up there looking down, you can kind of see that there's something in the ocean floor, and it'll look really cool. And it's going to pop out here. We're going to put this piece of dirt back. Boom. There we go. Boom. Ha. I said boom and I just got a new microphone boom. What are the odds? All right. So now we have to dig all the way down to bedrock. So this is the 16 by 16 chunk plus 4 on each side. So I did +3 for the slimes to fall down, plus another 1 because that we'll be digging that out for a wall for sure anyway. So I haven't decided what we're going to do for the walls. I have an idea, and we'll have to try it out once I kind of get this all cleared up. For the levels, I'm thinking maybe doing a bunch of sea lanterns, like kind of using the sea lanterns as the main block for the levels. And I think that would be really cool if we have a glass cover and you're looking down bright ocean floor with some sea lanterns. It'll be really cool. And then actually oh man, that just gives me an idea. You know, now that I'm thinking of that, I wonder what it would look like if we made like a, you know, how I was talking about before, like the glass pathways on the ocean floor. I could use the sea lanterns as the main block on like either side, maybe like a minecart rail or an ice track. I think that would look really, really cool looking down on the ocean floor from up above. So we're going to have to give that a shot. But next thing up, we're going to do our first dig out of a big section on camera, and we'll make a little montage of it. All right, without further ado, let's clear this down.
Det är det enda ni gör på dagarna. Ni sitter i det där ventrilo och spelar Dota.
Vi sitter här i väntan och spelar lite Dota.
I hear you, man.
Vi sitter här i väntan och spelar lite Dota.
I feel you, man.
Vi sitter här i väntan och spelar lite Dota och pushar på och smeker med motståndet vi leker. Vi sitter här i väntan och spelar lite Dota och springer runt och creepar och motståndet vi slipar.
Let's get it on.
Vi sitter här i väntan och spelar lite Dota och pushar på och smeker med motståndet vi leker. Vi sitter här i väntan och spelar lite Dota och springer runt och creepar och motståndet vi slipar. Vi sitter här i väntan och spelar lite Dota och pushar på och smeker med motståndet vi leker. Vi sitter här i väntan och spelar lite Dota och springer runt och creepar och motståndet vi slipar. Vi sitter här i väntan och spelar lite Dota.
I hear you, man.
Vi sitter här i väntan och spelar lite Dota.
I feel you, man.
Vi sitter här i väntan och spelar lite Dota och pushar på och smeker med motståndet vi leker. Vi sitter här i väntan och spelar lite Dota och springer runt och creepar och motståndet vi slipar.
All right, here we are at the bottom. I hope you enjoyed that time lapse. That was the very first time lapse of our channel, so that'll be an exciting one. One for the books, one for the records. Anyway, so what we are going to do now is we're going to go into creative mode and kind of play around with a couple designs, see what we like. Yeah, and then we're going to get to constructing the slime farm. All right, and here we are in creative mode. So before we hop over into our newly dug hole, we got to come up with the design that we want to go with for the slime farm. And I just hopped into Creative World. I blew out a giant hole using a bunch of DNT. And now, this is kind of what I came up with so far. I'm going to have to extend our hole, our trench, by one more out on two different sides, because I went with 17 by 17 instead of 16 by 16, so our lights are evenly spaced. And I know slimes can spawn on the sea lanterns, but I like the way it looks, and I think it'll go really well with our the bottom of the sea slime farm. So I think maybe with some green glass over the water protecting it, I think it'll look really nice looking down. And so I also wanted to spark it up a little bit, and I couldn't figure out how to do that. And I like the gold block. I figured something in the corners was kind of nice. I tried a couple different blocks here. I also tried lapis. Let's see. I'll show you what the lapis looked like. So here's lapis. I also like the way lapis looks as well. And obviously it's a little bit cheaper than actually. I'm not sure. Actually, I think the spawn rates of lapis might be a little bit lower than gold, but a bit more flashy. This is kind of more of a dull, kind of blends better, but I'm not sure if that's what I want to go for. I also tried to go with maybe what it would look like. This square right here. We are gonna do, whoops, one extra there. Square. I'm thinking maybe there's some material that I could fill this square in, and then maybe stripe out this way. I actually haven't tried this yet. Kind of like a little decorative loop. And oops, there. That might be something that we could try here. All right, so we have, whoops, And you can see I did another layer down here. We got creepers and everything spawning around here. All right. Oop, one more side, and then let's see how that looks. More quick. Let's replace these. And let's go back in. Boom. Hey, you know what? That's not too bad. The only thing is kind of almost like leaves the ends open. It almost feels like maybe this block, whatever we end up using for this block, should go all the way around. So then that would actually extend our spawning pad by 2 more, so it'll be quite a bit wider, not quite a bit, just a little bit wider than what the slimes would actually spawn on, and I'm not sure what that would do to our efficiency of the farm. But the thing is I'm not worried too much about the efficiency of the farm because we're going to be around this area a lot. There's going to be a lot of slime spawning, and plus it's just kind of me for the time being, and I don't need a lot of slime. So I'm excited to use the slime for, sticky pistons and redstone contraptions, as well as maybe building up a little something here and there with some slime blocks. I know they're kind of fun, or maybe a little slime trampoline. So I kind of like that, except for, I really decided the blue, now that we are going to do this design, what can we do with this? And obviously we're not going to do it with gold. We're not going to do it with a expensive resource. What what would go well with this green? Maybe andesite. I tried this before. Maybe we can do like little bits here and there of different materials, and then we can kind of see a couple different versions. Andesite works really well with the grays, the different gray scales, but the thing is it doesn't really match with the green. I do like the way that the sea lantern and the dark prismarine rolled together. It's just this is one of my favorite combinations, and you'll see that I've built a lot with that recently because I haven't really built anything with these blocks in the past. So let's see here. I'm not sure. I want to go with the regular. Oop, I think I passed it. Nope, I haven't yet. The other Guardian farm. It's very generic, and I want to do something a little bit different. This is like, oh hey, look, it's a Guardian farm again. Nothing new here. This color combination, very very bland, very regular, which isn't entirely bad. That actually, it just, I mean, it is a good combination. It works really well. Maybe is there a wood that we could do? I don't know. I'm kind of liking this. Oops. Prismarine bricks here. Let's see what happens if we add another couple squares to the design. See how it looks. See what we're dealing with here. Oop, 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 oop. All right, there we go. Oh, yeah, see, I like it. I like it. It's just like the typical, Guardian block combo. The dark prismarine, the sea lanterns, and the prismarine bricks. But I'm not sure. I don't know. See, I'm kind of like hesitant to do it, and I think maybe I have to decide if I see this all completely put up with the bricks. So let's go ahead and just do this real quick. And then while I'm just breaking these blocks, I just want to, I'm not sure how much as I'm starting out here. We want to get into other topics. I know some YouTubers talk about everything and that's going on with them and this and that. And I'm thinking we're going to keep this pretty generic. It's kind of specific to the video that it's on, but I am excited. Just kind of things that are happening. The next Destiny expansion is coming out soon. I'm really excited to get on there, get it back on some Xbox and play with some of my friends that I haven't been able to play too much with recently. That'll be really fun, and so I'm looking forward to that. And ooh, when I finish this, look at that. I mean, it is going back to exactly what I just said before. It's the generic Guardian colors, the greens and the greens and the greens. But I like it. I think I like it. I think we're gonna use this. And see, I have this layer down here. Yeah. You can see the difference of this just generic to this, just that one extra color and design pattern is makes a big difference. And I think this would be really good, at the bottom. It just kind of goes really, really well with the theme that I'm looking for. I'm still open to other ideas though. I'm curious maybe if we try maybe like sandstone or something, just to kind of see. I wonder if fly for nothing. There we go. I just wonder what like a little bit of sandstone would do. And I am gonna quick put this around and no, not doesn't really mesh with the dark prismarine. So another thing that I could try too is invert the dark prismarine and the prismarine bricks. So instead of just having the prismarine bricks on the outside, we would do something like dark prismarine around the outside. I keep bumping into these couple blocks. Let's remove these. There we go. And boom, and boom, and boom. All right. It's kind of inverse. Oh, you know what I could do? I could do every other. We could do this design on the top. So let's go ahead and replace these with the prismarine bricks. And boom, boom. All right. And then we need to replace the dark prismarine. All right, now I'm just building on camera, and I know what we're gonna do is we're gonna have this one, and I'm gonna make this next layer down inverted of this. I'm gonna see how that looks, but I think we have a winner right here. I think we might just go with this. It's very generic. You know what? We can always flip-flop, change some color schemes later. It's not the biggest deal. Anyway, now let's head over to the Guardian farm and start putting this design in. All right, here we are, a long ways away from what this hole looked like the last time, and voila. So here's our design laid out and slime farm's going. I actually just finished putting in this water and the cactuses and the hoppers, and so, well, this guy's aggro at me right now, so he ain't gonna fly down that way. But yeah, I just put in all of this water, which is actually a nice thing because any blocks that do fall down will just kind of get routed into our chests for collection, so we can pick those up. But yeah, here we are. We went up like 5 blocks. Ooh, hey, that guy got me. We went up 5 blocks and laid our first layer. So we have a little bit room on the bottom before we start getting into the bedrock issues for our chests and hoppers. And I'm sure we'll do a item elevator over a little bit further for all of our farms to kind of connect up to. So the next item, is to finish off with these layers, and I've already completed a couple of them, and there is our ladder. Now let's see if we can make this jump. Ooh, there we go. All right, score. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 spawning pads already done. So let's just go ahead and make this next one. So here we are. And so spawns for slimes are 1, 2, 3, and before. Slimes need a 3 by 3 by 2.5, and I just read that on the wiki not too long ago when I was just doing a couple double checks. So let's do this. Actually, I'll switch back. Don't ask me why I just did that, but it just happened. Anyway, so I just wanted to show you guys real fast, kind of putting together one of these pads. Actually, you know what? We kind of did this in creative mode that we just did, but I kind of want to just show you a little progress update as we complete this. And there we go. And we're going to get the trimming done, and then I like the fall down. Oh, no, I just realized we need to take out this wall. So remember, we expanded it by 1 on one side, so we need to take out this wall and that wall so the slimes can fall down. Then it says right now they can't fall down. The 3 by 3 ones, the big slime, actually won't be able to fall down right here or on this side until we fix that. So we have to do that next, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish the spawning pads, because then even if they can't fall down over here, the small ones can, and the large ones will eventually make their way to one of the other sides. Just a lack of efficiency, but it won't be for very long, because then we'll just trim up these sides. Then what we have to do next is come up with a design for the wall. Now, I'm not entirely sure. So this will be a cool design looking down. Oh yeah, that's right. We will be able to see it from up there. But I'm not entirely sure what a good design for the wall it will be. So we'll have to play around with a couple different things. I'm thinking maybe something just pretty plain and generic, because like, it's a slime farm. We're not going to spend a lot of time looking down at the walls of the slime farm. So unless we do something that actually Impulse SV did on Hermitcraft Season 4, which is currently going on, he made like a ultimate chunk of farms. And so he actually has glass on the bottom of his, and you can like look straight down. But as you know, we have a bunch of ocean right here. So if we did do something where we were looking down through some glass at the farm, it would be kind of more at this corner, and then you could kind of see it from if you were looking down in the water. But even then, you're going to be far away, and you're not going to see very much detail. So anyway, maybe we have like a strip right there that you can like see down into here, or maybe what I like to do with some of my farms that I've built in the past is kind of have like a strip of glass right here, kind of like a showcase, or maybe even like maybe 10 blocks high, so you can see a couple of the panels. You can stand in the back and kind of just observe the farm at its working best. So, and that might be an option. So, you know, because we have let's see here. Oh, they are on over here. Yeah, we have some beacons set up so we can insta-mine, and we're faster, just speeds everything along over there. And that's kind of like the center of the island. So maybe what we do is we kind of have a central hub for all of our farms, and kind of like the branches out into everything. And actually, that's kind of what I was thinking. And then maybe from that central hub, you could like see the slime farm, and then you could see off into the distance all of like, you know, the food. So we'd have like wheat and carrots and potatoes and sugar cane and pumpkins and melons off one direction, and then maybe we have you know, nether wart brewing supplies down another one, and then you know, just going around, and then a couple of redstone contraptions a different way, kind of like a secret tunnel for fun. Anyway, but you know, we're a long ways away from having all of that stuff. So in the meantime, let's just go ahead and finish up building this panel. And I think we can maybe get one. So we have here, let's see how many we can get here. So, oops, I'm going to just go ahead and pillar up in the corner. So we've got 1, 2, 3, and on the 4, we've got this prong coming out. 1, 2, 3, 4. As I run out of blocks in my hand, actually, it might be a good idea to put a torch there so creepers don't fall on me. All right, and then how close are we? Can we do one more? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. And then where does that leave us as far as height-wise? Okay, so then the ceiling is right here. So maybe we could do, and what is our Y right here? Y 35. So what we could do is have this. You know what? I like this. I like this for the top height. We'll stop here. So I will build 1, 2, 3 more spawning platforms, and then I think we'll stop there for the spawning platforms, because then the glass ceiling will kind of go right here across this, and I think that'll look really nice. You know, and then if we always want to, it's always easier just to add another panel than have to put it all in and then rip it all out. We're gonna eat some cooked salmon. Nom 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 nom. Let's see here. Yeah, I say a lot. I've been trying to reduce my ums when I'm speaking, so that's something I'll be working on. So sorry about that. If you are counting ums that I have said, my apologies. But I think I will continue to improve in that. Call me out on that if you hear me say it. All right, let's see what we're gonna do next. Oh yeah, so we're gonna build the spawning platforms, and then we're gonna expand these 2 walls. So not this one, but the 2 short walls. So those 2 short walls, and then for the walls, and we talked a little bit about it before, I think we'll back and finish those another time when we kind of know a little bit more of what's happening around in this underground area for our base. Cool. Well, I'll hop to it, and I will see you guys in a bit.